What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconero Zone for a new video in the series called The Link, where we will go not really into depth about about a player we're being linked with, but just quickly talking about the players we are getting linked with. Julian will as always, excuse me, will obviously do the coach's corner if we actually sign a player, like he did with Weao. So go check that one out if you haven't, because he's officially a player. But in this video, we're gonna talk about Parisi because he's a strong link. He is the main target on the left, and it feels like it feels like it's a deal that we cannot miss out on. Like it feels like a deal that's kind of written in the stars. A deal that's straightforward. A deal that we just absolutely need to do. So we will go into the Parisi one in this video, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so Parisi. I think everybody knows who Parisi is. I will not say everyone because again I cannot speak for the majority, but I think a lot of people, the majority will say that he's a player we need because he fits the profile, and I'll put it out. He fits what we need. He again, if people find that important, he is Italian. For me that's not really important, but he's young. He's 22. He will be 23. He is a left back, and we desperately need a left back with potential, and he kind of fits that description perfectly. If you look at just the numbers on third side, he always plays. And we'll go with in his injury record. He always plays. Like the games he missed is because of a suspension of the yellow cards, a red card, and he was benched. I think the last game or the last two games he was benched. Other than that, he plays, and he plays very, very well. I will describe him as he's a very busy player, like energetic. Like you can see he's on the pitch. You can feel his presence when he plays. And you might say that with Alexandro, but it's a negative presence. But like it feels like he's always there. For 90 minutes, that's the big thing. Like he rarely has dips in games where you're like he's gone missing here and there, which I do like. I think that's his, like, overall globally, that's a great attribute to have, and I think that's his main attribute. Great appearances, like he played everything. 38 Serie A games. Again, the games he missed, bench, yellow card, suspension, red card, suspension. Other than that, always playing. 2 goals, 2 assists, fine, but depending on who we will play, I know who the coach is. I need just a solid left back. I'm not gonna sit here at the end of the season and be like, oh, my left back had only 1 assist and 1 goal. Like, I'm not gonna really care about that. I just have a positive impact on that pitch. I think that's already a big step in the right direction. Just having that presence, that positive feeling in and around the pitch, basically. His position, very simple, left back. Other position, that's it. I know if you look it up, he can play up the field. Don't do that. He is a left back. Play him as a left back. I don't want to see a wing back in the 3-5-2. I want to see a back four with him in a left back. And I saw a lot of people saying, oh, if you play black four, not people, actually, journalists, excuse me, then what will happen with Danilo, captain, long term deal? I couldn't care less. I'm not gonna lie. We should not set up a formation based on players that the club wants us to like or whatever. We should set up in the best way possible, thinking about the future. And Parisi is a left back. He's a very good left back with potential to be a very great left back. Play him as a left back. That's all I'm asking. But left back, other positions, like I said, none. Don't mention them near me. Injuries. Well, that's all I found. It's clean. It's as clean as you get, and he might have had other injuries, but we always go off transfer market. And to keep it fair, that's clean. I've looked up a few things here and there. He rarely picks up an injury. Um, like this is rare, to be honest. If you look forward to his younger career, it's rare. Again, games missed. He says it says unknown injury. Um, he missed 5 games, fair, but this season it was clean. The games he missed was because of suspension and being benched because the season was done or whatsoever. So injury concern, nothing. It's for now nothing. But I think Alexandro is kind of injury prone. Besides not being good, if you look at the right hand side, De Chilio, it is what it is. All these players, he's a must. It's as simple as that. I can make it a very long video. He is the must because he brings positivity on the field and even off the field. If we're being completely honest, young, he fits the profile. Like it, if we talked about what we need and the club throughout the media speaks on what we need, then well, this is it. Like it will not be any more clear than this. This is what we need. We need a player like Parisi. We don't need, and again, I'm switching back to the right hand side. We don't need a player like Castagna, if you be completely honest, or Lucas Vasquez or Odriozola, like those players we have and are still linked with. We need these type of players with relatively low transfer fee, relatively no, not relatively, very low wages, but with potential to grow. And even at one point, if he is like, I don't want to stay, you have sell on value. I think that's also very key to sustain, again, to get back to the top and be sustainable as a club. Because again, we're not going to spend like Man City does or whatever. We're not going to do that. We're not that type of club. We're not in that type of country to actually do that as well. But these are the players we need. Parisi, 22, like it won't get any more obvious and straightforward than this. It's a deal you need to do. It's as simple as that. As I always do, I look up, I pick up one stat, and this one I picked up progressive carries per 90s because it was mind-boggling. If we're being completely honest, and you can look up the progressive carries per 90s. It's up to 10 yards in the box, and if it's not more than 6 passes between players. This is ridiculous. Now, the first thing that cuts my eye is that the players playing for Allegri are on the bottom, besides Casagna. But he had a terrible season, so that explains a lot. But look at the top, and the Parisi one is ridiculous, obviously. Also, it's because of how Empoli plays. I need to slide that into it because it doesn't mean that he did this for Empoli, that he will join us, and on the first game day he will do what he did over there. It depends on style of play and all those things. I get that. That's fair, but it's still significant that the players playing for Allegri are half of that, literally. You know, but again, that's what I've said about positivity. For me, how I see him is very busy. You will notice him on the field throughout 90 minutes, and that's very, very positive for us, if we're being completely honest here. Because how many times have we watched Alexandro play and 20 minutes in, 35 minutes in, and you were terrible of seeing him? You were tired of seeing him. You were just frustrated and whatever. I think you will rarely have that with Parisi, that you're really, really frustrated, especially very early on in a game, because he's a positive player, in my opinion. High energy, high intensity as well, because he's not scared to get in there. You can see that with his cards. That might be something he needs to work on, because 10 is quite a lot, 10 yellow cards, but he's that type of player. I think we have been missing that. A real kind of presence at the back, at left back, going forward, staying, just put, going off how we play, most likely. So yeah, again, The link, very straightforward. Parisi, left back, young, Italian. We need him. Period. It's as simple as that. We cannot miss out on Parisi because these are the type of deals we need to do in our current situation, even just on a regular basis, if we're being completely honest. But let's see. Let's see if it will take place. It feels like it will, but you never know with the transfer market. That's it for this one. Let me know in the comments what you think about Parisi. Do you want him? Do you like him? Or not? That can also be the case. Let me know in the comments. And like the video, subscribe, and see you guys in the next link video. Ciao.